Hi, my name is Jake. Now let's talk music. Alright, so today I'm here to talk about the album Dark Times by Vince Staples. It's his sixth studio album, and it follows a lot of the same themes as some of his older albums, but does it in a more serious tone. Like he's still talking about like his upbringing and like the way he is the way he grown up, but like this time it feels like he's like more serious and explores like very serious topics that he doesn't go into like on older projects. There was like a comedic tone within. I mean, when you look at this album, and the picture that I'm using for this album cover is like it's more bright, because when you just look at it on Spotify, you don't see anything. It looks just black. But if you lighten it up, like brighten it up, you can see a noose on the front cover. And when you look at the first song and it's called Close Your Eyes and Swing, that like truly sets the tone for this record. And it just keeps on going within this track list. And I will say this is like one of my favorites from this year. I truly love this album. And it has a couple of my favorite songs from this year on it as well. I mean, first actual song is Black and Blue, which I love that song. But it's like within each song, there's such a deep meaning, and it you truly like get put in his shoes. Like he tells you everything about like his experiences as growing up, and as time goes on you see like how that has affected him as an artist, like affected the person that he excuse me, the person who he is now. Like it's honestly just like it shows how much he's grown up and how much like everything that he did as a child or as a teenager shaped him into the man he is now. Uh, Also, within you listen to like when you're listening to him telling his stories, you hear a lot of trauma and like how many relationships he like lost like within this time, and a lot of like the people he lost, and it's just everything feels so personal, but it's like that's what he's done on his past albums, but because of how serious the tone is, it feels like so different from those other ones. Like self-titled, like Ramona Park, like all all of these are great albums, but this I think is his best album he's ever made. And I mean that seriously, because he mixes the style of seriousness, but it's not too serious to a point where it's like hard to listen. I mean, it's still hard to listen to some of the things that he talks about, but it's not so serious where you're like, I can't emotionally take this right now. Like there's a couple of albums like Nas self-titled, that's a hard one to listen to, just the subject matter within. But yeah, within this album, he mixes seriousness with like his childhood and growing up and becoming the person he is, and it like marries so well together to where it doesn't feel like too serious where you can't listen to it, but it's not like this isn't a joke. Like these are like serious things, you know. Uh, yeah. Let me continue going on track by track. Uh, n- Next up is Government Cheese, then Children's Song, Shame on the Devil, and then my personal favorite off of this album, Etouffee. Like that song, man. It it's amazing. Then there's Liars, which I just wanted to sit and talk about it. Like I didn't like truly listen to what was being said on that skit or whatever it's called, interlude. I don't know exactly what it's like the actual like I don't know. I don't know what to classify it as, but I would say it's a skit personally. But you hear this woman and this man, which they are together, they're in a relationship, and she is saying that she would rather have the man lie to her than not to lie to her at all. And I was sitting there, I was like, what are you talking about? Like, thing is, like, I listened to it today, and I've listened to this album multiple times before that, but listening to that part, it just hit me like, what are you talking about? Like, you would rather like your closest person lie to you than to always be honest with you. And then when the girl says, you lied to other people, why treat me differently? And I'm still sitting there, I'm like, what is she on about? Like the person that you're closest to, like that person that you are in love with, wouldn't you want to stay truthful in everything that you say to them? I I don't know. That's just like I I don't know. It was like hitting me like uh yeah. Here's what she says. And why you gonna be truthful with me when you lie to everybody else? Like that line just really hit me when I was just cleaning listening to this album, and that hit me. I was like, holy crap. She she really wants her man to lie to her, but at the same time, I get it. Like, you don't want to be treated differently just because you're in a relationship. Because if you do that, you feel like you're trapped. Like a lot of relationships, because the man feels like they have to tell everything to the woman. They feel like they're trapped, and they feel like this isn't the right like place for them. But what if they lie to them? Treat them like everybody else, like the people that they like being around. Like, you lie to your friends sometimes. Like, it sucks, but you do. But you have like the most fun with them. Like, that's why I'm sitting here thinking about when I look at this. Like, if you have so much fun with your friends and you lie to them, why would you not lie to me and want to have fun with me? I mean, it really gets you thinking about like everything within a relationship. Like, I don't know. That's just what I was thinking about when I was listening to that. Uh, Up next, Justin, then Radio, Nothing Matters, Little Homies, Freeman, and then Why Won't the Sun Come Out? And I'm pretty sure it like syncs up in a loop when you're listening to it. I might be wrong. I probably am, but I don't know. It felt like it when I was listening to it this morning because I was like cleaning, and then I hear Black and Blue come back on. I'm like, wait, it looped, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention a lot in that, but it kind of sounded like it looped. But yeah, honestly, one of my favorites of this year, and you'll see that when I get to my top albums of the year. One thing I might do, since I'm doing top 25 songs, I might change it to top 25 rap albums of the year, because there's a lot that I could have more on a honorable mention than on the top 10 list. That's like at the point that I'm at right now with like these albums, because I ain't gonna lie, this is probably the biggest month of listening I've done all year. I actually have a stat tracker for this month. I've I've listened to so much music this month, it's insane. Yeah, so far this month, I've listened to almost 16,500 minutes of music, and it's I've been listening to a lot of music, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. It's like I've been listening to so much music this month, but everything that I've listened to this month has been like crazy. Like so many albums that I've listened to this month have come out this year. Like then there's like other albums that I listen to for fun, just like my some of my personal favorites. Like a couple of my top albums, The Skeleton Key. Um, well, a lot of these are for videos that I did. The Skeleton Key, The Off Season, Blue Lips, Alligator Bites Never Heal, Born Sinner, 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Um, I did a Reasonable Doubt video, Auditorium Volume 1, Dark Times. Uh, Chromacopia is still in my rotation a lot. And one album that I'm going to be talking about for the next video, Lay Down My Life for You, Fireworks and Rollerblades, Lana, For Your Eyes Only, a lot. But yeah, honestly, I think that's all I have left for this video. I mean, only 3 more days left in the year, and then January. 30 albums in 30 days. But I'm putting a lot of stress on myself for this upcoming month, but I can do it. Honestly, the biggest thing is like finding time to do the videos, since I'm gonna be going back into school. But I don't go back until the 12th, so about a third of them I'll get done before then. Yeah, I think that's all I have for this video. I mean, can't think of anything else. So, until next time, peace.